Stepsons, in this little video, I'm going to share with you what I think is the most important thing for you to become a man. And it's probably not what you're thinking about. I'm going to start with a story. When I was a little boy, I'm talking 6, 7, 8-ish, I was old enough to know how to write, but one of the things I liked to do because I loved my mom so much was to write little notes to her about how much I loved her and how much I appreciated whatever, in little boy language. And I would leave those in different places. I would hide them around her bedroom and in her bathroom where she would find them, and I knew it made her happy, and it made me feel good too. But it was really just a genuine expression of how I felt about her. She was my world in so many ways, and it was natural for me to want to express that to her. So I would write her little love notes. Fast forward a little bit now. I'm a teenager. I've got a girlfriend, and she is sharing with me often. She would say, "I love you." Now this will sound bad, but I never said it back to her because honestly, I wasn't sure that I did. And so I just never did. It was so important to me to be genuine, especially with those 3 words, to not just say them to manipulate people because I feel like I should, that I would say them to her when I really wasn't sure. And again, that sounds kind of bad because she was my girlfriend, right? We were dating. Eventually we split up. But I couldn't use those words in vain, as it were. I couldn't use them falsely because I didn't want to. Not that I didn't feel like I never would. We didn't say them around our house. We just didn't say "I love you" that often. So now let me fast forward to when I met my wife, my fiance, my girlfriend that became my fiance, that became my wife. And when I started to get to know her family, they say "I love you" all the time. First time I'm talking to one of my future in-laws, she's saying on the phone, "Oh, we just love you." And I'm thinking to myself, you don't even know me. I could be a chainsaw murderer for all you know, and you're sitting here telling me you love me, right? So I don't know what kind of a background you've come from. If it's like the one I grew up in, we didn't say that very often. Hardly ever, in fact. More often than not, we would say "I hate you," to my siblings, because we were getting in arguments and kicking the walls and yelling at each other, and it was much more common to say "I hate you" than ever to say "I love you." Well, here's your assignment, and here's your challenge, your invitation. And this is what I think is most important, or one of the most important lessons for you to successfully grow into manhood. It's to learn how to love. And I'm going to give you an action to start by writing a love note to your mom. Now, if it's too cheesy for you to say "I love you, Mom," because you're a teenager now, and teenagers don't do that, right? Some do. Hopefully a lot do, but not everyone does. I didn't. But you can write a note telling your mom what you appreciate that she does for you. In fact, you can make it even more by doing something in addition to giving her the note that helps her know that you appreciate her, she knows that you love her. That's the starting point for you to become a man. Learning to love is the most important thing you can do to successfully grow into manhood. And the person that you need to love the most is the guy looking back at you in the mirror when you're staring in the mirror every morning. That's who you need to learn to love. That may be your biggest challenge. It's often been mine, but you're going to learn to do that by sharing your love for others, and there's no one better to start with than your mom. So, if you want an idea, you can watch the video on a gift idea for your mom. I'll put the link here, but go do that. Do it today. Do it before you talk yourself out of it. Go write a note, however you can express it. Hide it somewhere that your mom will get it, and just wait till you see her again. You're going to make her day, and you'll probably make yours too. All right? 2 messages, everyone. You can succeed, even though your dad may not be in your daily life. And always remember, your stepdad loves you. I'll see you on the next video.